Language Foundation's Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A constitutional monarchy on the western part of the islands of Samoa in the South Pacific. A group of volcanic islands in the South Pacific midway between Hawaii and Australia. Its climate and scenery and Polynesian culture make it a popular tourist stop. A constitutional monarchy on the western part of the islands of Samoa in the South Pacific. A constitutional monarchy on the western part of the islands of Samoa in the South Pacific. A constitutional monarchy on the western part of the islands of Samoa in the South Pacific. A group of volcanic islands in the South Pacific midway between Hawaii and Australia. Its climate and scenery and Polynesian culture make it a popular tourist stop. The islands in the eastern part of Oceania. The capital of Western Samoa. The capital of Western Samoa. A United States territory on the eastern part of the island of Samoa. A very poisonous metallic element that has 3 allotropic forms. Arsenic and arsenic compounds are used as herbicides and insecticides and various alloys, found in arsenopyrite and orpiment and realgar. To the same degree, often followed by, as. Birds were singing and the child sang as sweetly. A United States territory on the eastern part of the island of Samoa. A United States territory on the eastern part of the island of Samoa. A native or inhabitant of the Samoan Islands. Of or relating to Samoa or its people or language or culture. Indicate through a symbol, formula, etc. The territory occupied by a nation. A politically organized body of people under a single government. The state has elected a new president. Chemistry. The 3 traditional states of matter are solids, fixed shape and volume, and liquids, fixed volume and shaped by the container, and gases, filling the container. The solid state of water is called ice. The territory occupied by one of the constituent administrative districts of a nation. His state is in the deep south. Put before. The federal department in the United States that sets and maintains foreign policies. Express in words. State your opinion. A state of depression or agitation. He was in such a state you just couldn't reason with him. The group of people comprising the government of a sovereign state. The state has lowered its income tax. The way something is with respect to its main attributes. The current state of knowledge. The territory occupied by a nation. A politically organized body of people under a single government. The country's largest manufacturer. A particular geographical region of indefinite boundary, usually serving some special purpose or distinguished by its people or culture or geography. Bible country. The people who live in a nation or country. The whole country worshipped him. An area outside of cities and towns. His poetry celebrated the slower pace of life in the country. Material in the top layer of the surface of the earth in which plants can grow, especially with reference to its quality or use. The land had never been plowed. The territory occupied by a nation. He returned to the land of his birth. A politically organized body of people under a single government. An industrialized land. United States inventor who incorporated Polaroid film into lenses and invented the one-step photographic process, 1909 to 1991. Extensive landed property, especially in the country, retained by the owner for his own use. The family owned a large estate on Long Island. Reach or come to rest. The bird landed on the highest branch. Bring into a different state. This may land you in jail. The people who live in a nation or country. Arrive on shore. The ship landed in Pearl Harbor. Cause to come to the ground. The pilot managed to land the airplane safely. Agriculture considered as an occupation or way of life. There's no work on the land anymore. The solid part of the Earth's surface. The plane turned away from the sea and moved back over land. Shoot at and force to come down. The enemy landed several of our aircraft. Territory over which rule or control is exercised. He made it the law of the land. A domain in which something is dominant. A land of make-believe. Bring ashore. The drug smugglers landed the heroin on the beach of the island. Deliver a blow. He landed several blows on his opponent's head. The land on which real estate is located. He built the house on land leased from the city. A landmass, smaller than a continent, that is surrounded by water. A zone or area resembling an island.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.